All right, let's celebrate. Thank God it's Friday. Come on now, I know that's what you're thinking. For those of you that have a job that do a 9 to 5, I know this morning when you woke up, you said, "Thank God it's Friday. I got the weekend." All right, welcome to Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, Jay. Let's go ahead and get started. Boy, we're going to get inside your mind today because we're going to be talking about automatic negative thoughts. Now, you're going to hear me say from here on, you're going to hear me say the word ants, automatic negative thoughts, ants. Okay, keep that in the back of your mind as we go forward. But let me say this before I turn the page because I think it's very important. Doctors have proven that somewhere between 60,000 to 65,000 negative thoughts. Listen to what I'm saying. Negative thoughts go through our head a day. Okay, so that means from the time you jump out of the bed in the morning, you have got to keep pumping something positive. All right, that's why we talk about that the vision board, having a to-do list so that you know you have certain objectives you want to accomplish for that day, right? Keep you motivated. You have a path to run on. You know, there's a number of people that join the military and they stay for 20 years. I only stayed for 10 because I got tired of people telling me what to do and where to go. Okay. But there are some people that hold on for 20 years. You know why? Because there's structure. When I first joined the Army, we had what we call roll call at 6 a.m. in the morning. And whatever you do, don't be late because they had something else called KP or Kitchen Patrol. You don't want that, trust me. But anyway, structure was there, right? So they had you on such a roll that there was little time for automatic negative thoughts, to get in, right? So every day, find reasons, starting with your meditation, starting with listening to positive tapes, reading positive books, going over your vision board, going over your to-do list for that day, things that'll keep you positive and on track. Because remember, we're talking about having success. And this is what having success is all about. Am I making sense? Now, as I told you, I can't see your comments, but anything you feel writing down there, I will get back to your comments when the show is actually over. So let's get into it. Automatic negative thoughts. Everyone suffers to some extent from attacks from their greatest critic, themselves. And I'm gonna stop right there. My whole life, business career, I had to be self-motivated. And let me explain something to you. From 1980, that's when I got into the financial planning business. I mean, I had a broker's license and I had an insurance license, and we used the two companies together, right, to go out and put together financial plans for people for the future. Now, mostly you're working by yourself. There's nobody out there that motivates you or that criticizes you except you. So I was always very hard on me because I knew that when I walked out that door in the morning, that I had to be on key, that my tie had to be straight, that there couldn't be any wrinkles in my shirt, that I had to look good for the eye of that individual that I wanted to do business with me. So I was very critical of me um, up until the later years, because the later years, got a little relaxed in the 2000s. When we got into the 2000s, because ties kind of went out the window. It was more casual business, open collar like this with just a little sports jacket on. That's another story. But anyway, so you are your worst critic. Just keep that in your mind. It says this is the inner voice that reminds you of your uselessness whenever you embark on a new project. Sometimes ant causes us to replay a previous disaster for the 100th time. Let's just say that as an example. I'm gonna stop right there. That again, I'm talking to 90% of you, my friends who are in business for yourself. And let's say that you are like myself in the insurance industry, and you went out for an interview that evening, and it didn't go the way that you wanted it to. So the first thing you do when you go back and you get to your car, you replay in your mind everything that happened when you were in that interview, because you're looking for a reason why that person didn't say yes to you. Because that you know in your mind that you give them the best plan for their money. And that can be in any other business. I'm just using the business that I was in for an example, just to get a point across. So not getting the sale in the salesman's mind, that's a disaster. And trust me, that's a disaster. That means that you've got a family that's home waiting for you to bring home a paycheck that night, and you didn't accomplish it. Okay. With training, you can learn techniques to allow you to deflect ants, automatic negative thoughts, before they get going. Spending more time thinking strategically, planning the next meeting, your next project, your evening or your weekend is the best way of beating ants. Use your mind more effectively. You can tell I got my notes over to the side, right? I haven't got one of them projectors yet to put it up above me. But anyway, you got the point. All right. So negative thoughts are a part of life. Excuse me. I got allergies, and for some reason, my throat all of a sudden is tickling. Negative thoughts are a part of life. The key is, how do you deal with it? Okay. Like I said before, some people can't take constructive criticism. So I find it very hard sometimes in leading a team. I shouldn't say very hard, but in leading a team, I've got to learn the people who are on my team. That way I know how to talk to that individual. Now, a lot of times I'll let a person, what we do what we call self-correct. That means that you're doing something that's incorrect, and I need to make you, by using my sentences, see that incorrectness is coming from you, not me pointing it out to you. Because a lot of times people will take that as an assault on them, okay, by you criticizing them, when really you're trying to help them to get to the next level. You're trying to lift them up, okay? So yes, in business, it's a lot psychological, right? That's why your mind has to be on cue to keep it positive all the time. Is it easy? No. It's like they said, you have to learn techniques, you have to work on it. And trust me, you know, that morning session, a lot of people call it personal development, but having that meditation moment, listening to those TED, Eric Thomas, this one of my favorites right there. I've learned to venture off and listen to some other people, but I always end up coming back to him because he's got that, how do I say it? Street language, I guess would be the best way to say it. Okay. I've listened to Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn is hard because he's like a old friend of mine. He's got these jokes that you really got to understand sometime, and a lot of, I won't go there. All right. Find someone that you like to motivate you. I mean, it could be a preacher at church. That's a possibility. Or another preacher that you've heard online. But you have to stay pumped. You have to stay motivated all the time. And believe it or not, the gym will help you. I prefer the game of chess will help you. Some kind of game where you have to concentrate because you're working that brain all the time. Okay? Am I making sense so far? Let's move on. So today's action is very simple. Take note of how often you get ants, automatic negative thoughts, today, and which ones seem to reoccur the most often. Hope y'all don't see that. I got a period and exclamation mark there. It was just supposed to have been the period. All right, I was having you don't proofread. All right. See, I'm criticizing myself. All right, but you understand what I'm saying? Just like that gentleman right there. It looks like he took a white sheet of paper and made a line on it, and he's gone through some thinking. So The mind is something that we all need to develop. The mind is something that we all need to work on daily. I'm hoping that this lesson today kind of helps you to at least take a look at it. Don't worry, we will get deeper, but this is just scratching the surface because you got to fight off those negative thoughts. It's very important. Now, quote for today. All right. It says, form the habit of thinking and talking out of prosperity and abundance. And very soon, material evidence of these will begin to manifest itself in the nature of wider opportunity, new and unexpected opportunity. That's Napoleon Hill. Okay. Of course, when you hear Napoleon Hill, you have to think of the book Think and Grow Rich. All right. So I'm gonna leave you with that one. And by the way, if you haven't read it, or if you read it, go back and read it again. It's something that you actually read annually, if not every 6 months. And I guarantee you, every time you read it, you're gonna find something new, right? Uplifting and motivational all at the same time. So I pray you got something out of this today. And like again, I always say, if you wish to support me in my work, again, my name is Jay Early. What I need you to do is please leave a like and share this video with friends and business partners. Okay? Or go to my YouTube channel, well, fan page first. I have a fan page, and it's called Let's Talk About It. Of course, leave a like there and jump over to my YouTube channel, which is named after me, Jay Early. Earley, okay, and leave a comment, leave a thumbs up or something. It'll help the algorithms, and also you find some lessons there you've missed, possibly because when we go back, we're on number 11 already. So look at that, we're already 11 days into it. We just got what, another 89 to go. That's it, right? So look, I'm going to go ahead and end this one, because I've got to jump on my company training in the next, how many minutes? Oh, I still got time. Okay, next 20 minutes, I'll be on a company weekly webinar. And so I have to be focused there. Trina Hall, my life is full of issues and problems. It's hard to think positive, but I'm going to try. Thank you for trying, Trina. It does work. It's just something that you have to just work on. God bless you. All right. Look, always remember this: God loves you, and so do I. I see you tomorrow. Oh, no. I'll see you Monday. Sorry. I won't see you tomorrow. All right. Unless I just do a quick live from Handy, but I'll see you Monday with the next lesson, which will be lesson number 12. God bless. You have an awesome day. Love you guys.